Hello, good evening everyone. I am Angelika Cantre from BSTM 1103.
Hospitality industry is part of the service industry and is comprised of five major subsectors which include lodging service, food and beverage service, events, tourism and transportation. The hospitality industry concerns itself with providing products and services to people which assist in recitation and supporting the well-being of incorrect manual handling. In the hospitality environment, it is highly likely that the staff will need to handle heavy items such as tables, deliveries, luggage, full pots and pile of plates. Correct lifting and carrying techniques should be followed along with using mechanical aids where possible to move heavy loads. Slip, trips, and falls. Slips, trips, and falls are among the most common causes of injury in this industry, particularly among chefs and waiting staff. Food spillage, wet floors, and trip hazards all contribute to this. Good housekeeping, appropriate footwear, cleaning up spills, and good lighting are all practical measures which can be taken to avoid slips, trips, and falls. Kitchen pose a greater risk of fire due to use of gas, naked flames, and other flammable substances. Ensuring staff understand how fire spread, how to tackle it, and understanding emergency procedures will help to keep them safe in the event of a fire. Hazardous chemicals. Hazardous chemicals can be found in cleaning agents, but they are also include less obvious substances such as carbon dioxide gas. To minimize the risk, certain rules must be followed when handling hazardous substances, and employees must be able to recognize the common hazard symbol and use the PPE or the proper protective equipment. Hazard. Hazard is any source of potential damage, harm, or the reverse health effects on something or someone. Risk. Risk is the chance or probability that a person will be harmed or experience an adverse health effect if exposed to a hazard. Let us always be careful and be gentle at work to prevent accidents.
Slips and trips happen daily to individuals while at home and at work. These accidents are always avoidable. Here are some common causes of slips and trips. Always look for these hazards. Slips. Walking on surfaces with ice, spills, oils, and loose materials. Walking on slippery surfaces like polished stone, tile, finished concrete. Walking on loose rugs. Wearing shoes without slip-resistant soles. Trips. Uneven walking surfaces. Changes in elevation. Not observing steps, platforms, and door thresholds. Obstructions in walking area like open drawers, holes, trash, or electrical cords. Not using handrails on stairs, and walking in areas with poor lighting. Remember, always look out for these hazards to avoid slips and trips.
Stars in your eyes, so let's paint the sky. Hold on, just one more day. Hold on, I know you'll find a way. Hold on, you got stars in your eyes, so let's paint the sky. Oh, hold on, just one more time. Hold on, I'll be your reason why. Hold on, you got stars in your eyes, so let's paint the sky. Oh,
Hello, my name is Sid. You may recognize me from some of my earlier work. No entry, no running, and my favourite caution slippery surface. Of course my work doesn't just stop there. I've also done no diving, no pushing, watch out for falling objects, and I've had my share of slips, trips and falls. I've been electrocuted, stood on a cliff, and even been set on fire. However, I am a trained professional, so don't try any of this on site. But when it comes down to it, I'm just like you. I live an active life. I like to windsurf, canoe, hike, skateboard, swim, hang out with friends, water ski, ride a bike, ride a horse, wear a dress, dive, read a good book, go to work in my pants and sometimes shoot stuff. I keep clean, recycle, and have a massive pair of scissors and a comb. So you could say I've been around a bit, but let's face it, most of the work I do can be avoided. Like wearing a harness at heights in case you fall. Been around a bit, but let's face it, most of the work I do can be avoided. Like wearing a harness at heights in case you fall. Be aware of your environment. Stay away from obvious hazards. And don't stand underneath or in between big things that can squish you. In our line of work, we all need to put a little bit of thought into safety when we're designing a project. For example, wouldn't it be better if the safety switch wasn't located behind two giant fans at the base of an electrical shaft? Or if there was a way of working at heights, without actually working at heights? Maybe we could make some of the big stuff somewhere else and just bring it in when we needed to, and then just put it together on site. If only we could travel into the future to see how design decisions made today can have an impact on tomorrow. When this office was designed and built, a certain type of carpet was used in the fit-out. Unfortunately, everyone blamed making everyone sick. The real culprit was actually the carpet, off-gassing, slowly releasing toxic fumes. Getting rid of Mr. Plumpton didn't really help. And who would have thought that when Sam here was digging a trench, because it wasn't properly shored, he was actually digging his own grave? But that's not all. Even some of the simplest design decisions can have huge implications. When this hospital was finished, the height of the light fittings and the need for extra bed space meant that the only way to change a simple light bulb was by trampoline. Even something simple, like opening a window, can be a potential hazard when not considered properly. If we journey further into the future, we can see how mankind has evolved to adapt to deal with these hazards.